Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, everyone. It is 9:10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this 26th day of January 2021. Happy Tuesday or Turnaround Tuesday. Taking a look at the crypto market right now. We've been in a pretty strong consolidative move. This is the total market cap for Bitcoin. The total cryptocurrency market cap including Bitcoin. That's what this chart is. And then this one that's right here, this is the altcoin market. So the total market cap is down from its most recent all-time high, which is right here. From the present value, we are down 18%, which may seem like a lot for for any other instrument, but for cryptocurrencies, that's totally normal. That's nothing. That represents a $210 billion wipe in crypto value of the market, where we were trading up around 1.13 trillion just as recently as January 10th. So what do we got going on here in the meantime? Taking a look at the volume profile, it's a pretty thin profile as we get lower. So, if Bitcoin and any other majors, especially just Bitcoin, I guess, if it does start to track lower, certainly if we close pretty much where we're at today, actually if we move down probably to 911 billion, we're at 918 right now, probably see a pretty fast move to the south. This should kind of sound like an echo chamber in relation to what I've talked about with Ethereum as well. But that's what we've got going on here. A few days ago, I discussed a little bit about getting rid of the wicks to kind of get an idea of where things are going. If this is going to be considered a new impulse wave to the south as part of a broader ABC corrective wave and Elliott wave, then the extension here on this present move, we can get an idea of where it's going. So the 1618 is down at 800. We'll just say 810 billion, and then from this level, from this range, from here down to here, down to here, the 1618 is even lower at around, we'll just say 750 billion. So there is a good range that we could see established here, a pretty good zone that we could anticipate. But the volume profile, again, it's very thin the lower we go, and we need to be on the lookout for that. Taking a look at the total altcoin market. So if we're just taking a look at the altcoin market, volume profile up here is a little bit thicker. We do have a lot more participation up here, but again, as we dip down lower, there's a pretty substantial gap. If we take the current high volume node where we're currently at 330, the next high volume node is down at 215. And that would be, from the present value, that would be 34% lower. I want to put the wicks back to see what kind of a retracement we've had in relation to the altcoin market. So the whole cryptocurrency market cap has had an 18% drop, but altcoins have only had a negative 14.8% drop. So that's kind of around the same performance, I guess, given that cryptocurrencies normally retrace in the 40 to 50 to 60% range. This is totally normal. As far as some of our leaders, let's take a look here. We've got Bitcoin trading lower. Again, Bitcoin looks like it could be extending its drive to the south here. That 1618 extension goes all the way down to 23,000. I would say that that's a very, very likely zone to take a look at. I'm just checking out on the other screen here if I can find anything that's a little correlative. Not really. Ethereum is having a lot of downside pressure today too. Its volume profile though is a lot more supportive than Bitcoin's. Again, except when we look down below, this should just look This should look just like the altcoin market, because Ethereum does represent pretty much the lion's share of the value of the altcoin market cap, and so it makes sense that these two charts look pretty similar. But between 1218 and 5, we'll just say between 1200 and 600, there's a pretty substantial gap, pretty massive gap. So any move south is probably going to see us break that 1K psychological level. And, because Ethereum does retrace, in that 45 to 65% range, the 50% retracement here is all the way down to 750. So that's a pretty nice drive, and one that I think is very, very doable, very, very likely. I mean, if we want this market to expand and continue to grow, we really want to see some retesting and confirmation of support in a lot of these prior traded zones. And this is a good time of year to have it occur. Don't forget, though, I mean, if you're a perma bull like me, it's hard to kind of wash out all of the activity that occurred between 2017 and 2020 from a psychological standpoint. But don't forget that we've been in an uptrend now for cryptocurrencies, from the 15th of March. If you want to take that low, I guess we could use that as a start date. That's not really when we saw it happen, but from 15th of March to where we are today, that's 320 days, 319 days. We're pretty close to a full year of moving higher, so it's not a surprise, and this is from a GAN perspective, it's not a surprise to see a 30 to 45 day move end a cyclical year. So we could just see this extend for the next 45 days, where we do see it trade lower for the next month and a half, and that would be very, very likely. So that gives us an idea. I mean, a month and a half to reach 500 in Ethereum, or 750, I mean, or 600, that's very, very doable. I mean, that can happen in a day too. So just keep an eye out for that. Keep a look on this market. Still anticipating some lower prices. From all of us here at Exchange Rates UK TV, thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and look forward to speaking with you in our future video. Bye-bye.